Line to the right side. That's in there. Base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away.
You may be looking into that dugout right about now. It's one thing when ground balls are finding holes, but these last couple of at-bats have been rockets. He's not fooling anybody out there.
Jared Weaver will come out now and make his first appearance of the spring. Denard Span will be the first to greet him here, as he'll do so with runners at the corners and only one out. And this ball's hit sharply toward the first base coaching box. It's a foul ball. Runners are at first and third, one away. Hot shot towards the hole. Base hit, and that'll get a run in. Throw to second will be in time, but the run's going to come in and score.
Oh, my goodness. I'll tell you, if I had a base hit taken away by a runner getting forced out by an outfielder, well, you'd have to put a straitjacket on me because, you know, I didn't get many hits. That's just a really bad read right there and a real waste of a base runner.
Here's the right fielder, Hunter Pence, as Weaver's going to jump ahead of him with strike one.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher, but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
And a good swing there by Pence, but he got the bat through a bit too quickly, as this will find the seats foul. And another foul ball. 2 out with the man at first. And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line. And this had home run distance, but it just does hook foul. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Trout will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Mike Trout ready to settle in here to start the Angels half of the inning. Matt Vasgersian joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons with you in this one. Bumgarner's ready. Here's his offering. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Real good lateral movement on that two-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Boy, that's another pitch right down the middle, though. So he's gotten away with it so far, but I think he's given him a little bit too much to hit here.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Yeah, with the bases empty, that's a right spot for that 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider.
Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
If there's one thing base stealers don't like, it's when you throw at their legs. Now, that's their meal ticket you're messing with.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Yeah, maybe a little bit extra on this 2-2 fastball. Here it is on show track, and you can see it just burn off that inside corner. That's a tough pitch to handle.
Here's Albert now. And a breaking ball backs him out of the way. 1-0 the count.
Oof. I'll tell you, you do not want to buzz this guy's tower.
Needed to lay off that pitch upstairs, but it's 1-1.
This is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
On to first, and Bumgarner's rolling right through him here. 2 away now. C.J. Cron will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. And a good job to lay off the fastball there close, but it's 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
Off the plate that time and a little high. It's even at 2-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Angels go down 1-2-3. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Buster Posey is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field, and this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. A solo home run for Buster Posey as this lead swells to 7-0.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Out of play off to the right. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Another one sent foul. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue. Out in front of this is Belk as he rips this ball foul down the right field line. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. He spoils another one, and will do it again. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. On the move is Calhoun, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. The tag, and he is called out trying for two. Bad decision. Brandon Crawford will stand in now, the recipient of a National League Silver Slugger Award for his contributions at shortstop last year. That's yanked into the stands, strike one.
You know, Brandon Crawford just exploded in 2015, blossoming into an all-star right before our eyes.
And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. Here it comes, 0-2. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder, but this will wind up foul, still 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. Yeah, Crawford more than doubled his career home run high, hitting 21 in his first All-Star campaign.
And he also drove in a career-high 84 runs, won a Gold Glove, and the Silver Slugger Award. Before all that, many just thought of him as an elite defender.
Line toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Matt Duffy steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Gentry on the move. He makes the running play. 2 down. At the plate, Joe Pennant. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Well, I think he proved that he can turn on a pretty good fastball and hit it out of the ballpark, so you need a different approach in this at-bat.
Calhoun has a play. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. But bye-bye, baby. The Giants get 1 on the home run by Buster Posey. We played 4. It's the Giants. Giovanni Soto heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
And after the strikeout his first time around, I think he was able to use that first at-bat as a learning experience. Those have both been real good takes.
Bumgarner has his target. Needs a strike here on 3-0. Hit down the third base line. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
Third baseman, number 6.
Now at the plate, Yunel Escobar. He flew out in his last at-bat. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. The early hit total, about what you'd expect in a score line such as this. That evens it up 1-1. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Late making contact on that swing, and we'll do it again on 1-2. Now a chopper to second. This will be a tough turn. A quick out number 1.
The batter, number 2.
Andrelton Simmons
Shortstop.
comes to the plate looking to put the ball in play. He went down on strikes last time.
It was a pretty big strikeout, too, because he had a chance to drive in a run, so I'm sure he's going to be thinking about that missed opportunity for a little while.
Throw won't get him at first. An infield single, and it's first and third now. Johnny Giavotella is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Hit the other way out toward right field. Hence has a read on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. And boy, I thought they might have had a shot at scoring him there, but they put up the stop sign with 2 away now. Craig Gentry digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
1-0.
First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes.
Very tempting up there, but that's also a pitch that a lot of guys will pop up. So that's a nice job of laying off.
That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
And Pagan will glide over and put it away as that ends the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. More Cactus League action coming your way after this. Nick Tropiano will come on now to try and sort this mess out, as he'll likely be asked to go at least a few innings here. Jarrett Parker steps in here. He'll look to keep it going after hitting a double and scoring a run last time up. Action now in the Angels bullpen as a left-hander starts to get loose. Swing and a liner. Foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. Right side hit hard, and this gets through into right, so he turns the 0-2 count into a leadoff base hit.
Yeah, and this is something he'll figure out as time goes along. It's not how hard you throw, it's how well you can disrupt a hitter's timing. Growing up, guys are used to just blowing the ball by hitters, but once you get to this level, it doesn't always work out that way.
The center fielder, number 2.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and standing fourth is the left-handed hitting Denard Span. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Seared down the first baseline. Simmons back to Pujols, not in time, and they can't get them both.
This is always a tough throw here for a first baseman coming off the bat. You got to make sure that you don't just throw the ball right into the runner's back heading down to second base. Here he takes just a little extra time to make sure that he makes a good throw. And they're going to settle for just one at second.
Here's the right fielder, Hunter Pence, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. A runner on first with 2 away. Span runs. It's sharply toward third. That gets down, and the inning continues. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out.
Yeah, a hot shot that time and a tough read down there at third base. He just couldn't get the leather on it.
Into the box now, Buster Posey. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here. First offering on its way. In the air now out to left field. Gentry is in pursuit, and that ends the inning. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. 5 innings complete. It's the Giants 7 and the Angels nothing. Cole Calhoun will stand in to lead things off, as the top of this batting order really hasn't been much of a factor so far.
Yeah, and between the top 3 guys in this lineup, no hits between them. And you got to figure you're not going to win too many games when that's the case.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the second time today. So 1 gone in the inning, and here's the always dangerous center fielder, Mike Trout. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1.
Anytime you can throw a first pitch strike to about 60% of the batters you've faced, or better than that, then you should get pretty good results. And we're in the middle innings in this game, so that's pretty good.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
And even on 0-2, you don't want guys to get into a comfort level up there.
And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
2 straight strikeouts here to start out the inning, but that's 8 for him now in the ball game. These guys have really had a hard time figuring them out.
Chop foul at the plate, strike one. Here's the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Hit in the air out to straightaway left field. Pagan on the run. And that retires the side. Make it 6 shutout innings as he continues to give them fits out there. On to the bottom of inning number 6. Giants on top. Hector Santiago will come on now to try and sort this mess out, as he'll likely be asked to go at least a few innings here. Brandon Belt will stride into the box as he'll get things started for the Giants in their half of the 6th.
And he's already been on base 3 times in this ballgame, so let's see if he can do it one more time.
Turned on down the line. And Pujols will simply step on first to record the out. Brandon Crawford will stand in, and as he does, we'll flash you back to the first inning of the ballgame. A 3-run shot had him off and running right out of the gate. In the air to straightaway right. Calhoun is in his tracks now, and that's out number 2.
Third baseman, number 5.
Matt Duffy gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Here comes the first pitch. Now a bullet down the line, and he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. Joe Pennant will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. He pulls this one into right. In there, a base hit. And they won't even attempt to run on that arm in right, so despite the runner moving on the pitch, it'll wind up first and second here.
Jarrett Parker.
Jarrett Parker strides in now, and we'll see if he can come through with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th. Some stirring now in that Angel bullpen, as it'll be both a lefty and a righty that start to get loose. Right side. Giavitello is able to get there. Throw on to first, and the Giants will be turned away here as that is. Giants leave a couple, but they're still in control, 7-0. Quentin Berry is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
If I didn't know any better, I think this was his first inning out there. He's still throwing the ball with a lot of velocity.
1-2.
1-2.
Grounded to short. Crawford fields it cleanly. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
The catcher, number 8.
Daniel Nava will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Daniel Nava.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Yeah, ground ball out to start the 7th. Now an 0-2 count. He's looking sharp as ever.
Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game. Yunel Escobar will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ball game so far. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Low and inside with the breaking ball as that causes him to back up a bit.
Yeah, And on 1 and 2, when you know the guy at the plate needs to protect, that's a great spot for that curveball. A lot of guys, they would have gone fishing for that.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Angels are gone in order. They need to get something cooking here. Jose Alvarez will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Carlos Perez is into the ballgame here as he takes over behind the plate.
Leading off for the Giants, left fielder, Angel.
Smoked on the ground left side and just passed his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
Now catching, number 58, Carlos.
Man, these guys have been aggressive here early in the count. And some people think, oh, you might want to take a pitch to start in that bat. And sometimes that's great, and it works out for a lot of people. But what you should be thinking is, I got to swing at strikes, and I got to get my pitch. And if it happens to come on the first pitch, let it rip.
The right fielder.
Now batting, Hunter Pence. He singled his last time up. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Oh, that one got the pitcher. Throw gets him. So they are able to get an out on an unusual play. And hopefully the pitcher's okay. Buster Posey gets another shot. And if you remember, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
The first baseman, number 9.
Stepping in, Brandon Belt. He'll look to keep it going 3 for 4 so far in the ballgame. From the stretch. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. This is foul for the first strike. The 0-1. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. Runners are at second and third with one down. And he makes good contact there, but this is going to find the stands foul down the right field line. And a good two-strike swing here as he's been fighting off some tough pitches, but the count will remain at 0-2. Here it comes on 0-2. And this is hit hard to the right side, but foul. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And now a sharply hit ball toward the right side as this gets foul past the coaching box. This is pulled into right, and that's in there. Base hit. Notch one in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate. Make it 9-0.
Hey, and when you've got a guy going for a shutout, you may as well get him some more help. I doubt he'll need it, but they're able to add on for him here.
Ripped down the first base line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. The 0-1 delivery. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. Ready with the 0-2. Drilled to first. Fielded cleanly to second for one. Onto the pitcher covering it first, and it's your textbook 3-6-1 double play that'll get him out of the inning. So 2 runs. Andrelton Simmons will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
And he pops it up back behind second base. Crawford is there for it, and that's the first out of the inning.
Up next for the
Johnny
Angels,
Giavotella will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out 0 for 2 thus far. On the ground to third. Backhanded. On to first, and he's breezing through the eighth here with 2 quick outs. Gregorio Petit will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
And for all the pitches he's thrown, only 1 walk so far. That's a little bit surprising.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And a 2-1 slider is looked at for a called strike 2. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Again, he sends it out of play. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Such a good at-bat right here. When you can grind out 7, 8 pitches against a guy that's running short on gas, that can be huge.
Span is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Angels go down 1-2-3. Mike Morin will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Todd Cunningham is into the ball game now as he'll take over out in left field. Matt Duffy digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. Around first, heading for second now. And he is in the second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
This is how you make life difficult for that pitcher out there. He's going to get to make 1 pitch from the windup and then go right into the stretch because this is a bullet down the line. That's a great at-bat there as he gets him going with a first pitch double.
High and deep to right center. Back goes Trout to the track, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. Around third and being waved on home. And not in time as the run scores.
Deja vu here to start off the inning. You get a double to lead things off, followed by another double here. And they get a quick run as one guy will just replace the other at second base.
In now, Jarrett Parker. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field as this lead got even wider.
And this is where these guys can be so dangerous. They've got power all throughout the lineup. When the number 8 hitter's taking you deep, you know there's no easy outs.
Now batting, left fielder.
Into the box now, Angel Pagan as he'll swing and send a line drive out to right field. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out. Denard Span digs in, and he'll try to improve on a 1-for-5 effort thus far.
Yeah, and you know, guys, the difference between a 2-for-6 and a 1-for-6 is a big deal. So let's see what he can do here.
That ball's fast.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Swinging a hard hit ball down the line in right. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Yeah, no hesitation there as we train our camera directly on him. But once this gets down the line, he's thinking 2 right out of the box, and he's able to beat the throw into second and leg out a double.
Here's the right fielder, Hunter Pence. Drilled down the line. And that is a fair ball as this one's heading for the left field corner. The throw into second. But he'll get in there with an RBI double.
And these guys just don't seem to want to let up out there. And who can blame them? That's now 13 runs they've put up here so far. And that's going to make for some pretty happy folks in that clubhouse when this one's all over.
High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Looking up is Cunningham. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A two-run shot for Buster Posey. His second of the game as the blowout continues.
Whatever these guys are putting in their pregame meal, you can be darn sure they're getting the same setup tomorrow. That's 5 home runs as a team now. I mean, these guys are feeling it up there.
The first baseman, number 9.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. Hit well again. Down the right field line. Now the 0-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. And foul. 1 out, nobody on. Out in front of this is Belt as he rips this ball foul down the right field line. Yanked on the ground down the line. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
The shortstop, number 35.
Brandon Crawford strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. First pitch coming. Here it is. Shoots this one to first. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit.
Third baseman
Coming to the
5.
plate again, Matt Duffy, as he'll bat for the second time in the inning. This is line to left, and that's in there. Base hit.
The second baseman, number 12.
Coming to the plate now, Joe Pennant. And we'll see if he can get something into the gap to make it interesting. He's had a great game so far, but needs the triple to complete a cycle.
And, you know, that's the toughest one to get in a cycle, but you can bet that he's going to try to stretch any double into a triple if he gets any chance at all.
In the air out toward right field. Calhoun is there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. But tack on 6 more as they just continue to turn it on in this one. Cole Calhoun will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. And we've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2. Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
And this late into his afternoon of work, the longer this at-bat goes, the better chance that he might slip up and leave one out over the middle of the plate.
Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Tapped out in front of home. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
The center fielder, number 27, Mike Trout.
Mike Trout will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the order. He just hasn't been able to get it going today. It happens.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Oh, you like the way this guy is just going about his business here. He's got a big lead, but he's pitching like it's a tie game here in the ninth.
In under the hands with the fastball, it's 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game.
Well, it's not going to comfort him any, but it's fair to say he's not the first guy to strike out 3 times against that guy out there on the hill. He's just the latest in a long line of guys that have worn the hat against that man.
And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. And he'll make the catch to end it for the final out. And the Giants get a complete game shutout from their starter as this ball game is over.
Yeah, just 2 hits were all they could muster off of him. He was in complete control from the start of this game, and he finished it off in style, too.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And guys, I think you might agree there's little doubt that the star of this afternoon's contest was this man, Buster Posey. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, I think in the end this really could have been anybody's award, but what the heck? Let's go ahead and give it to this guy. He's as deserving as anybody.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Giants are victorious here, 15-0. So long, everybody.
The winning pitcher is Madison Bumgarner. The loss goes to Garrett.